World Breakfast Day is celebrated annually on first Sunday of June, a designation by UNESCO to honor the importance of breakfast as a cultural and communal event. World Breakfast Day emphasizes the significance of breakfast as a shared experience uniting families and communities across the globe. Breakfast is something that we are not supposed to miss every morning. It's an important meal of the day. And here at the Embassy of the Republic of Turkey, the World Breakfast Day was celebrated with a variety of Turkish delicacies all spread out in this wonderful breakfast table. To tell us more about this and why World Breakfast Day is important, we've got the ambassador himself. Your Excellency, thank you for joining us.
It's my pleasure.
First of all, why World Breakfast Day? Don't we have breakfast every day?
Yes, we have breakfast every day, but in today's world, we usually have very fast breakfast. And Turkish breakfast is different than the other breakfasts. It's not the meal, it's not eating, it's spending time with your loved ones, with your family, with your friends. So we are celebrating Turkish Breakfast Day on the World Breakfast Day to share the moments, to create new memories, and this is the reason why we celebrate.
Ambassador, you and I this morning, we shared a wonderful table, a breakfast with some wonderful delicacies from Turkey. At the same time, what about Sri Lanka and Turkey? How are we sharing our cultural exchanges and our bilateral exchanges?
To start this topic, I think one item should be underlined. Tea is an indispensable component of Turkish breakfast. And our relations, trade relations in tea is very high. And in the last 10 years, Turkey was one of the top tea export countries of Sri Lanka. So for that reason, so I can say that breakfast and tea combine Turkey and Sri Lanka. But this is not the only sector. We have bilateral trade, import and export, and we have an increasing number of tourists coming to Sri Lanka. Last year, we had an increase, 50% increase, and Sri Lankans are also visiting Turkey. For that reason, tourism is another area that we can focus on. And we are going to organize Joint Economic Commission in July. And in 2 days meetings, we are going to cover nearly all sectors, all topics, and our experts are going to understand the dynamics of each countries, and I'm sure that we will increase our trade and commercial relations.
And finally, Ambassador, going forward, where do you see Sri Lanka and Turkey stand in the global scale? We shared breakfast. What are we going to share next?
So both countries are at the crossroads of different cultures, different geopolitical movements, and their geostrategic location is very important. For that reason, both countries should balance their relations to regional powers and global powers. This is what we are doing. What I have seen in Sri Lanka is that you are doing the same. So what is missing is we have to increase our cooperation, bilateral cooperation. In the coming years, I'm sure that both governments and both sides are going to focus on that aspect.
Thank you so much, Ambassador. With that, we end this edition of a conversation with our diplomats in Sri Lanka. Until we meet again, I'm Zulfiq Farzan for News First.